Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel today. My name is Christian and today we're here to talk about John Mayer's new record. It is called The Search for Everything and this is Wave 1. This is the first part of his 7th studio record and it's the follow-up to 2013's Paradise Valley. On the last record I felt that John went too far into that country sound that he'd been experimenting with for a few years, and I just felt that overall, while the record was enjoyable, it wasn't up to the same standard. Now, earlier this year, John announced that his new record was going to be titled The Search for Everything, and that it was so big and expansive that it was too big to do in one release. So he's going to be releasing this record, 4 songs at a time, once a month. And he didn't say how long this is going to go for, so this could be going all year and we could be getting up to 48 new John Mayer songs, which is so exciting, but today we're here to talk about the first 4. So let's get into it. Moving On and Getting Over opens up this record really well, and it actually reminds me of the same vibe that I Don't Trust Myself from Continuum had. There's lots of really cool blues guitar intercut throughout this song, going into both sides of the speakers, and there's also some really cool chord progressions going on. John has a really cool effect going on with his vocals as well, where he uses both octaves, and it just sounds really cool. It's a really groovy track, which is a perfect way to set up how these 4 songs as a release is going to sound. Instantly you have the feeling of this really chilled, relaxed vibe, and it's absolutely what this release is. Something I feel that's going to happen with these 4-track releases is I think that each one is going to have their own flavor, their own vibe, their own character. This is because even though this release is only 4 tracks long, it feels like it really has a distinct beginning, middle, and end. It feels like a record. And the vibe of this one is definitely chilled out and relaxed. Changing is next up and is a song that could have come straight off of Born and Raised, a record that I love. It's an acoustic driven track with a really catchy melody, and I also love hearing piano back in John Mayer's sound. It really adds a lot. But the real highlight of this song is the absolutely brilliant guitar solo that takes up the second half of this song. John is not only one of the best guitar players on the planet, he also has one of the best lead tones I've ever heard. This solo adds so much to this track. It takes it from a good song to a great song, and it's now a song that I really want to see live. John's voice is back to where it was in the Continuum era. It's so great to hear him singing so well again. There was a point where we never thought we'd see John sing again due to a lot of issues with his throat, so to hear him back singing this well is really good. Love on the Weekend is next up, and it was the first single released from this record, and if any of you have watched my videos before, you know I love this song. I've talked about it a lot, I've even covered it. The thing I love most about this song is the story in the lyrics and the melody that goes along with that story to make it just so emotional. This song is one that I really connect to personally, and the vibe of it is just so relaxing and enjoyable. It's the best song on this part of the record, and it's easy to see why John is considered one of the best songwriters on the planet. It's really cool seeing John going back to his roots while still adding some new things to his sound. An artist this far into their career usually becomes monotonous and just doing the same thing over and over again, and John has found a way to avoid that. Finally, You're Gonna Live Forever in Me closes out this record, and it's a piano ballad, not something that we see a lot from John. This is John's best vocal performance on the record as well, and it's a really great way to close out the record. It's really a song that would be perfect to close out an entire record, but it closes out this small release really well. We hear parts of John's voice in this track that we don't really hear. It's very rare to hear him use some of the tones that he's using, and it's great to see his voice front and center on this track. Overall, this is a great small release to start the journey that is going to be The Search for Everything. It has a great tone to it, not one that I was really expecting due to some of the previews he's shown, but one that is really welcome. There are some real highlights and some really cool introspective moments. Go and check out these songs. They're really relaxing to listen to, really chilled out, and they're a great example of really good songwriting. Of course, I'm not going to do a top 3 tracks because there's only 4 tracks, so just go and listen to it. It's 4 tracks long. It's 15 minutes. Go and listen to it. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. Anyway, guys, what did you guys think about this release? Did you like the record? Did you not like the record? Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section. We're here to have a conversation about music, so let's do that. But if you're just going to fill up the comment section with hate and insults, just know I'm going to look at your comments and laugh at how pathetic your life is. Anyway, thanks for watching my videos today, guys. Please hit subscribe down below, and I'll see you next time. Fresh Currents.